world-class veteran video game critic Michael does life. Oh, Michael.
Oh man, when are these fake Resident Evil fans going to wake up and smell that coffee? World Class is out here at an unusual time frame. We don't usually come out here this early, but I figured, hey, why the hell not? Because you know what? Usually the fake Resident Evil fans are active 24/7, so here's the reality of the situation. They just dropped new screenshots of the new Resident Evil movie coming out later this year. Welcome to Raccoon City, and let me tell you this, it looks terrible. It looks so terrible that it's not even funny. So we're going to go through this. We're going to dissect if we got any troops in here. Can we please get them deployed? Because this is getting ridiculous out here these days. The last 4 or 5 days just been absolutely ridiculous in terms of many things. But if we do have any troops out here, get them deployed, share the stream, go to the Resident Evil Reddit, go to the Resident Evil Discord, go to Residents of Evil, get these people in here, because I know the Resident Evil fans care, even though the franchise is 6 feet under. And that's thanks to the fake Resident Evil fans that came from Fortnite because they got their ass whipped by Ninja day in and day out. And somehow, someway, they landed in Raccoon City. It's not my fault that this franchise is dead. It's not my fault that you no longer care about this franchise, because ultimately, you have to put the blame on the fake Resident Evil fans who failed to listen, who failed to sit there and say, oh, Michael, maybe you do have a point. You know what I mean? Because I'm the voice of the voiceless out here. We speak really hard and really strong, and we come through in the face of adversity, and people can't handle that reality, because they're too busy on TikTok going, oh, wait a minute, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Hell, you ain't nothing but a clown. Oh, but Michael, you're streaming too early there, buddy. Oh, Michael, you're streaming too late. Can never pick a great time, can I? It's like I probably shouldn't even fucking stream. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and dissect some of this here, and first of all, we will be taking your Skype calls later on, okay? That's the number to call in. Now, obviously, since there's no one watching right now, and I don't think there ever will be, it's going to be about one caller, if that, which is so fucking embarrassing, really, to be honest. I can't handle that reality, so I don't like to open that unless we are ready. And, when we're ready, I'll open it, but if we're not going to be ready today, that's okay. In the meantime, this is it right here, folks. I mean, this is Resident Evil, the brand new movie, right here. This is Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. I mean, this looks terrible. This looks absolutely terrible, folks, okay? And let me tell you why. First of all, obviously that doesn't look like Leon. Obviously that doesn't look like Claire. It's like they got the most generic people, C-list actors, and said, hey, Resident Evil, have you played Resident Evil 2 Remake? Come aboard. Basically, that's what's going on here. They got Lisa in there, which is from, obviously, the Shinji Mikami remake, which is cool. It seems like they have decent intentions here, but here's the reality with this film, folks. The reality is very clear, and the reality is that this isn't going to be good. Now, let me tell you why. This is from the director that did The Strangers 2. Oh. The Strangers Pray at Night. Have any of you, I know you guys don't watch movies, or don't consume any content, you just sit there and stare at the wall, and I can't blame you, but if you've seen that movie, believe me, it's straight to DVD trash. And when I look at this, I have literally met cosplayers in real life that look better, more authentic, more realistic than whatever the fuck they got going on here with this. I mean, I don't even know who the hell's in that picture. Is that supposed to be fucking Chris Redfield on the left there? Who the fuck is that bald guy? Like, what is this shit? Is that fucking Barry Burton? Lisa looks okay. But overall, I literally have gone to conventions and I've seen cosplayers that have the more authentic look. And I'm telling you, I can make a fucking better movie than whatever the fuck this is. Holy shit, that's supposed to be Jill Valentine right there in the middle. Imagine thinking that that's Jill Valentine. I mean, that's literally a fucking... Who the fuck is that? You know, this is getting ridiculous out here. These fake Resident Evil fans. I mean, you should apologize to Paul W.S. Anderson because you know what? At least because now they're catering and pandering to the fake Resident Evil fans. They're like, oh, this is going to be the game experience. You're going to love it. But ultimately, I don't think that's the fucking case. Because this is again from the director that made the fucking Prey 2. Director's Prey, whatever the fuck it was called, Strangers 2 Prey at Night. Oh, just absolute slop. If you guys have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But overall, there's not really much here in terms of substance. I mean, like I said, it looks like they got stuff. You know, they might have some decent ideas on paper, but really the execution is going to be the ultimate test here. You know, look, I can forgive this. You know, I mean, look, if the movie's good, and that's a big fucking if. But if the movie's good, I could excuse some of this crap right here. You know, I mean, I could excuse some of these characters not maybe looking like the mold of what maybe Leon should look like, or Claire, or Chris, or, you know, Jill, whoever the fuck. You know, I can excuse that shit if the movie's good. There's been plenty of movies that, you know, that, I mean, actually, I can't think of any movies. But, oh, man. Yeah, well, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and jump into Skype, and let's discuss this. If you guys can't discuss it, then it's going to be a 30-minute show, if that, and we'll pack it up and maybe come back later today. But you guys, you know, 45,000 subscribers, only 5 people watching. I'll never understand that in my life. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Those are the cards that were dealt with out here. It's permanent. It's, you know, it's just I can't even talk about things like that. So, I mean, we're streaming for the UK crowd today, so, you know, because it's a nice time frame over there, and they bitch when I stream late. They're like, oh, Michael, I can't watch this. It's too late for me. It's too late for me. Like, well, then get the fuck in here, you know? Hello, you're on the air.
Look at me, guys. I
Yeah.
am Alex Escobar, and I'm an idiot.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. We're not doing this.
Yes.
I thought you stopped. Holy shit, folks. Well, we do have something else to go to. We can't do Skype today, obviously. It's just impossible these days to do fucking Skype. I might as well just cancel that number because you guys can't handle that shit. So, you know, I'm just being real out here, and you guys can't, you know, you don't want to correspond. But, okay, let's pop this up here. IGN article. Let's read more about this film. Let's see if, you know, we can give it a second chance here. I don't know if I can even see this shit, but here's what we're going to have to do. I got to enlarge it over here. I can't see that. Okay. See, right there's the big red flag. Get off. These fucking radiation shit. Fuck. Can't make it stop. The upcoming film, written, directed by 47 meters down, The Strangers Prey at Night. Oh, Lord. Based off of the first 2 Resident Evil films. So basically, they're going to do the Spencer Mansion and they're going to do the Raccoon Police Department in one fucking thing. Okay. Like, I mean, that's the most normie cop-out bullshit I've seen. I gotta hear myself. I can't hear that radiation. Fucking radio wave shit. Okay, let's read this part here. Guys, you got to show up for world class. You got to show up for world class. You know, my God, this is getting sad out here. It really is embarrassing. So that's why the streams don't stay up anymore, because you guys can't handle it. You know, I need conversation. I need participation out here. You know, if you can go above and beyond, support the show, that's much appreciated. But shit. It looks like we can't do anything out here these days. So sad. Nonetheless, whatever. The movie had really nothing to do with previous franchise. This was all about returning to the games and creating a movie that was much more a horror movie than the sort of sci-fi action of the previous films. I was hugely influenced in particular by the remake of the second... No! God damn it.
Dylan in the details donated
Holy
$20
shit.
through Super
You don't
Chat.
have to.
Never in my life have I ever seen so many failed attempts at making a horror film. The director is pathetic. Resident Evil is done. Lower the coffin.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been done for years. I mean, dude, literally his inspiration, Dylan of the Details, coming through with the $20 super chat. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. I mean, that's the red. I can't highlight on here, but I mean, look at that fucking right there. Let me blow this shit up even further. Bro, look what this guy said. Look what the fucking writer and director said. A fucking fake-ass Resident Evil fan coming in here and saying he's got the know-it-all to make a great movie. Like, bitch, come on. It says right here, I was hugely influenced in particular by the remake of the second game, and I really wanted to capture the atmosphere, drenched tone that it had. It was so cinematic. The previous movies were very bright and shiny, whereas this movie was dark and grimy. Entirely shot at night. Well, that's great because it's going to be hard to fucking see. You know? It's going to be one of those movies where you got to calibrate your fucking TV. Well, actually, it's going to be in the theater only, so you're not going to be able to watch it at home until, it releases on fucking DVD. It's constantly raining, and the town is shrouded in mist. Great. I was hugely influenced by The Exorcist and The Exorcist 3, Don't Look the Shot. What? These motherfuckers full of shit.
Trash donated $5 through Super Chat.
Oh.
This movie isn't out yet, and I already appreciate the crappy re-movies we have now.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously,
I mean,
it
as
looks worse
shitty
than the Netflix one.
I mean, as shitty as those movies are, I mean, fuck, I mean, at least they did something different. I mean, this is catering and pandering, you can quite tell. Exorcist 3, hell yeah, by the way, appreciate you, Twitch and Ash coming through. Don't Look Now and The Shining. You can really feel the texture in this movie. Nothing in the town feels high-tech. It feels dilapidated. You wanted Raccoon City to feel a bit like the town in Deer Hunter. What? What the fuck is Deer Hunter? What the fuck? That don't even make sense. A ghost town forgotten by the rest of the world. The whole structure of the film was very influenced by Assault on Precinct 13. Huh. Well, I like Assault on Precinct 13. I mean, hopefully he's talking about the original, because if he's talking about that fucking remake, he can shove it up his ass. But the John Carpenter Assault on Precinct 13, the original, is an absolute classic, one of his most underrated movies. But this guy doesn't have a great resume because he made fucking terrible movies like these terrible, terrible movies, whatever the hell it's called. Strangers Pray at Night. Let's scroll down here. Oh man, this is horrible.
Frank Caves donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Oracle says that horror in gaming is non-existent. Tragedy.
Yeah, it's over. So sad. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate it, Frank Caves. Resident Evil 2, Leon. Claire Redfield, Sister of Stars Up. Yeah, okay, we don't care about all that. The difference with this film is, opposed to the previous movies, that it is... They are not just cosplay characters who have the exact hair and costume of the characters. Bro, are you fucking serious? Bro, they look like cosplay characters, bro. They look like fucking cosplay characters, bro. Come on, man. He knows they look like cosplay characters. That's why he's saying that shit. This is horrible. This is terrible. I wanted to go back to the horror roots. I wanted scenes of atmosphere rather than full-on action. I mean, look, I think the guy's got a decent intent here, but his resume is very concerning because he's made terrible movies before in the past that are straight-to-DVD garbage. And, we can highlight. Great, fantastic. So I agree. I mean, take the sci-fi bullshit out of it. Take the fucking high-tech bullshit out of it. Take the fucking dumbass, weird bullshit, whatever the fuck they were doing in previous Resident Evil films. No one even cared anymore at that point. I mean, the first one was pretty terrible to begin with, but I mean, at least it's memorable. You got Marilyn Manson in the fucking background music and shit. Like, I mean, it has, it's got nostalgia, but, they kept going on and on. It got so far, it was basically the Saints Row of Resident Evil. The Saints Row of Resident Evil. Jesus Christ, how long is this article? Fans of the game should know that Capcom... Oh, fuck. Fans of the game should know that Capcom was involved in the film's development and design, so we worked very closely with Capcom. Every character and creature is from the game, and as such, I wanted to be as faithful as possible. Wanted to create a true immersive feeling for the fans. I didn't just want to put the game on the screen. It had to be its own thing, living, breathing characters and creatures, and of course zombies that felt true to the world. Well, bro, they want me to go to the theater to see this shit? Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Look at this. It's pure cosplay, bro. Like, it sounds like he's saying all the right things, and I'm sure he's being fed those lines. Like, yeah, just keep saying it's about the game and this, that, and the third. We got a brand new subscriber. That's what we're talking about. But, you know, I mean, look, I mean, that's Jill Valentine right there in the middle. I don't know. But they're going to have to put Jill Valentine's name tag on the fucking, you know, because there's nothing I can, I mean, I don't know who the fuck half these characters, I don't know, you know, like, it's really bad. But when when you've directed blunders before and then you come out and say you're going to hit this home run, like, okay. I mean, you could say that until the cows come home, but until it actually happens, that's a whole other story. And then, you know, he said he's a fan, you know, very inspired by Resident Evil 2 remake. Like, fuck off. Fucking terrible ass game. All right, let's go ahead and try this again here. Hopefully some more people have shuffled in
Lindsay
here.
Oakenshield donated $3 through Super Chat.
Fuck.
I bought the Xbox Series S and named it Mackle.
Well, that's fantastic. Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Lindsay coming through. Oh, man. My YouTube career has died, guys. It's fucking over. Fucking lasted only about a year. But it's fucking dead, man. Fucking sucks. Nonetheless, let's go into Skype. You can call in and participate. If you don't want to participate, we're just going to start getting really toxic out here because that's the only way people start listening is when I get toxic. So that's what they want. So, you know, I'm going to start getting really toxic out here. People, because no one shapes up if I don't. So, you know. Oh, my God. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, this is Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer?
No. Dude, this is fucking, let's go. Hello, you're on the air.
Why does Leon look like a nigger?
Oh, man. Hello, you're on the air.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Hello, you're on the air. Let's go.
World class. How are you, man?
Yeah, we're out here.
All right, man. This looks absolutely garbage, man. Like, straight up, it looks like cosplay. As you said.
Well, that's what I mean.
Cosplay.
I mean, I've met cosplayers in real life that literally look more authentic than this shit. I mean, I can't even believe that's fucking Jill Valentine in this shit.
And you know how you always describe, like, when I was thinking, who is this series or movie made for? And when you always describe normies coming to Resident Evil 7, the remake and all that, that is who it's for. It's not for true hardcore fans.
I mean, I'd rather see a Resident Evil 7 movie adaptation than this bullshit, because this is just fan service trash that's going to fucking fail tremendously. You know, that's all this is. It's basically like, hey, the old movies weren't, you know, sci-fi, you know, you had, I don't even know what the fuck was going on. But...
Yeah, no, it's just like they've gone for the aesthetic of the actual Resident Evil 2, but the casting is just miserable.
Well, I could cut that some slack. I mean, look, I don't give a fuck if they look totally different. I mean, look, if the movie's good, the movie's good, right? I mean, you know, and these are just this isn't what the movie's going to look like per se. These are just, you know, set photos from the photographer on the set. So, you know, the movie's going to look fucking a little bit different. But I mean, yeah, that's what the characters look like. They look totally off. But that's okay if the movie's good, and that's a big fucking if. So they got a lot to prove here. They have a lot to, you know.
Yeah, this director, man, I don't think he's got the chops.
Oh hell no! I mean, have you seen the fucking Strangers Pray at Night? Horrible.
About 10 minutes of it, I just switched it off.
Yeah, it's absolute trash. So, I mean, that's who's directing this crap. You know, straight to DVD garbage. That's what I'd be expecting. And this is only in theaters, too, so you can't fucking watch it on whatever service. It's only on fucking theaters.
Oh, hell no. I ain't coming to theater to see this.
Well, they're going to have to, yeah, they're going to have to send me the ticket and the fucking, you know.
All right, man. Moving the wheel.
Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go.
Give me your milk.
No! Let's go. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Mike. Oh my God, this movie looks like a cosplay festival where they just got everybody from a Comic-Con lobby and just decided, hey, you know what? Let's make a movie, guys.
Literally, I mean, I could do the exact same fucking thing.
And you said that it's shrouded in mist and rain.
That's
It
what
wasn't
that's what the
raining.
director's saying.
It wasn't raining on the outbreak. The day of the
Well, hold on.
outbreak.
In Resident
What
Evil,
is this?
well, Resident Evil 2 remake, that it was raining in that, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh my
Well,
God.
the Zoomers
It
love
was-
that shit. I mean, you got the Resident Evil fans coming over here, and they're chewing my ass out because they think I'm wrong. But it's like, dude, that game is trash. The only good
Oh
thing
my
about that game
God.
is the gore. That's it.
Man, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the gore.
That's
And they
really it.
downgraded it on the third remake.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And they haven't brought that gore back since, so I don't think we're ever going to see
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I really like to play that game. I played modded first person, and that I don't know if you ever did the gas station mini game where you have to survive up to 100. You got to kill 100 enemies and survive as the police officer. Have you done that?
In Resident Evil 2 remake?
Yeah, it's like a mini game. You know the survivor mini games that you could do. If you complete all 3 of them, you unlock a hidden game mode where you play as the police officer in the gas station.
Yeah, I didn't.
In that
Believe me,
game
I
mode-
beat that shit and turned it off. Never
and
played
that's
it again.
that's the only reason why I play that game, just for that game mode, pretty much. But yeah, this movie looks like a carbon copy of some fan fiction made on YouTube. Like
I mean, yeah, basically.
and they're coming out with a new Resident Evil Outrage. Hopefully that's good because it has hopefully Rebecca Chambers in it and Leon. But you know, it's not looking good for Resident Evil. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
I mean, yeah.
moving
Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Hello, you're on the air.
4964 Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
QWERTY98 donated 50 Swedish krona through Super Chat. A movie based on Resident Evil 4 would be way more interesting.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, did they make a fucking Ass Creed game? And everyone, what they did in the Ass Creed game is they said it was going to be just like the games, and that shit failed too. So, I mean, look, they've never done this with a Resident Evil film before, so it is interesting in that regard. They've always they've always deviated from the game. But is it going to work? That's the big question. All right. Well, you guys can't handle a show right now, so we have to wrap this up, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's out of my control. So we'll potentially be back later today, but I don't know what there is to talk about. So it is what it is. So I guess one last round of Skype, but there's no one calling in, so we can't really do that other than a bunch of incels. But, this is Resident Evil, so. What the fuck is going on here? Literally impossible to do a show when no one's actually participating. That I know, that I can tell you. I can feel when you guys participate, when you don't. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but it is what it is. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Go back to school. Why aren't you in fucking school? I don't know why you guys aren't in school. Fuck.
Mace 1911 donated $2 through Super Chat. Where is Claire's ponytail?
Well, they forgot about that. Good question. Didn't even think about it. Hell yeah, we appreciate it, Mice 1911. Yeah, well, she doesn't need a ponytail. I mean, Leon's got the ponytail now. I mean, all right. Well, we're done here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. We'll try and be back later, but if there's nothing to talk about, I can't force a stream. So, I mean, the lack of participation around here is getting very tough on me out here mentally, because I know when people are watching and when they're not, and I'm not even talking about looking at the view count, but like it's just, when there's one person chatting, when there's no one supporting the show, when no one's calling in, I can't do this show. It's literally something I can't do. So, you guys are going to have to start shaping up. The internet's a very big place. It's not this little small thing that some people make it out to be. Very big fucking place. Thousands of people all across the board. Resident Evil's got millions of fans, yet there's only about 2 people in here that actually care. So I believe me, it's the most fucked up thing in the world. But it is what it is. Out of my control.
Fixed Camera Games donated $5 through Super Chat. Lisa Trevor looks like a character from The Strangers, so incredibly sad.
Well, that's because the guy who did The Strangers is doing this. Yeah, that's because the guy who's doing The Strangers is doing this. I'm not even joking. So that's why that's the case. He's going to take all the shit from The Strangers, that straight to DVD trash, and then throw it on over here. And they want you to pay fucking $20 to go see this in the movie theaters. I mean, yikes. Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Fixed Camera Games coming through. All right. Someone said they're going to call in one more round here. This is why I don't talk about Resident Evil, because it doesn't generate anything. I mean, there's no one in here for this shit. So, Yeah. Let's go.
World class.
Yeah,
Yo.
let's go.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be another disappointing one, isn't it?
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
What I just can't get my head around these things these days. They're just, if you're gonna make a new Resident Evil franchise from the start, just base it on how you're gonna get the main people in to watch it. Where's most of the money coming from? The hardcore fans, the people who've got that.
Well, they're gonna watch. No, they're gonna watch this. Look, all the characters. They got the mansion. They got They got Lisa Trevor. That's hardcore. The fake Resident Evil fans don't know Lisa Trevor. They didn't play that game.
Yeah, but like I said, if you looked at these stills and you were a fan, you wouldn't think they were from a Resident Evil film.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they just look bad. I mean, I think these are bad images.
Yeah, the images are bad, but the characters don't have any reference to the ones from the game.
What do you mean, bro? Bro, look at the new Leon. What you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm all for diversity in that, but they don't cast those kind of characters just because they want to. They're doing it to appease to a certain group of people.
Well, I mean,
that's the truth. You know it is.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean.
Look,
I don't care what they look. I don't care what they look like if if the movie's good. Like if the movie's good and their acting is good, like it doesn't matter. But I mean, right now that's there's no fucking trailer. I mean, this is all we got. So
it's already read. You're the one that's doing a stream about it right now. So there's clearly already red flags.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Exactly. Listen, yeah. So if those images had come out and they were like the old, like what Wesker looked like in the other films, what Leon looked like in the other films, what Jill Valentine looked like in Resident Evil 2, you probably wouldn't have that same feeling. The fact that you see that Leon is Asian, it's not the fact that he's Asian that's the problem. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, that's all they could. That's all they could get. The real actors don't want to be a part of this slop. I mean,
Exactly, you just said it's slop. This is what I'm saying.
Well, that's because he's directed terrible movies before. It's not like they're getting some good director in here to do this shit. It's just some fucking hobo. He makes literally straight to DVD movies. I mean, and that's what this is going to be. So, I mean, it
exactly.
sounds like he's saying the right things in the interview with IGN, but anyone can say that shit. Like, yeah, we're gonna. I mean, I'm sure fucking they've said that before for some of these movies.
Well, they say it for pretty much everything. Like I say, I've said it to you on every time I've spoke to you, man. I ain't never looking forward to anything no more. Films, games, anything. Because it's
Well,
all
maybe we
just
should just.
fucking
I mean,
shit.
fuck. Let's all just jump off the cliff together. I mean, fuck. What you mean, bro?
You know what I mean, man. You ain't stupid.
No.
When was the last time you were excited for something in the gaming or film industry? Be honest.
Well, I don't watch movies, so I mean, I really, I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
the movie
All
industry.
the films that come
I'd say
out are
the
fucking
yeah.
shit. Yeah, they're all fucking awful. Everything's just complete. Everything just is in. Everything is backwards, and it's not. It's not because of the cast. If they want to cast someone who's black, who's a white character in a comic book or in a game, then fair
Actually,
enough.
I think didn't they announce like I can't remember, but there's something crazy going on with this.
Yeah, remember when Michael B. Jordan was going to be Superman? Fair enough, but like it doesn't make sense, does it?
Well,
This is
I
what I'm
mean, I
saying.
don't know. What are
They're just
you implying?
I'm implying that this film is not. It's just going to be another woke piece of shit. There's no getting away from that. It's nothing to do with if
Well, I
someone's
mean,
got a
look.
different coloured skin or
If
anything, but-
I mean, the new Candyman just came out. What if they didn't cast Jordan, or what if they didn't cast Tony Todd as fucking Candyman? What if he was a white guy? The Candyman's not white. I mean, I don't think fans would agree with that either. I mean,
Yeah, well, listen. You know exactly what I'm saying. I know you ain't stupid. You just stare away.
What do
from
you
this
mean,
industry
bro?
all
I'm
the time.
racist.
No. you know what I mean, don't you? You know as well as I do that you pander into the mob.
No, what do
Simple
you
as that.
mean?
Listen, Leon Kennedy looks like he's from Iraq, bro.
Well, maybe that's where they go. I don't know what the fucking plot is. Maybe they go. Maybe they, I don't know what the fuck's going on in this shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what one of the other callers said, man. It's just fucking. They're not. If you want to make the money from the film,
I honestly think
go hardcore.
Jill Valentine looks the fucking worst. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
agree.
Leon.
That's
Leon. I'll take Leon all day. I don't care what Leon looks like. It doesn't really matter. I mean, look at Leon in the Resident Evil 2 remake. They already ruined him there. Looked like fucking Justin Bieber. So I mean, shit. It don't really matter much anymore.
Yeah, but that's all I called in saying, man. I'm not excited for this film. I'm a day one Resident Evil fan. I've got that certified badge. Believe me, it is over.
Yeah,
and
it's over.
If they stopped fucking appeasing and just made a good movie, just make a movie.
Well, I mean, we can't write it.
it.
Hey, those are just screenshots, bro. Yeah, wait for the trailer.
Yeah, you're the one who's sitting here doing the stream about it, man. You know he's gonna.
Well, all I'm saying is they look like cosplay characters, and that's it. I think these are bad images.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but just picture that. The characters doesn't take away from the fact that the characters.
Well, it's more so the
nothing
directors
from
made
game.
terrible movies before, so there's no reason to believe that this is going to be a good movie. It's not about the characters and shit. I mean, they look the images are just bad.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like I said to you before, if you looked at them pictures and they resembled the characters you remember from the game, you'd have a different outlook on it, wouldn't you?
I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter. I mean, the Resident Evil storylines are all fucked in the ass, anyways. They need to clean slate the whole fucking movie. I mean, the whole franchise needs to be deleted and then reborn. To be honest, that's what needs to happen.
That's what I'm saying, and this isn't it.
Well, this is fan service. The movie. I mean, they're just going after your feelings and your emotions because you care about these characters, and that's why they're doing this now. So.
Yeah, well, as I say, that you know as well as I do, if they just did a copy from the fucking first few games, made the characters resemble what they actually look like in the game, maybe fans would get on board with it, and we wouldn't be sat here talking about it. We're sat here talking about it because it looks fucking garbage. The characters represent no values from any of the characters in the games. It's just another.
Well, it's a combination of Resident Evil 1 and 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's not hard, is it? It's not rocket science, is it? But what are they sitting there? What source material are they using? Like, honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Surely
they said the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If you're paying for this movie, you're going to sit there and you're going to say that. You're going to say, right, what can we do to make the most revenue out of this? There's a die-hard, lifelong fan base for this. Oh, let's put some of these characters as different colours. Let's put some of these characters as different sizes and shapes. Oh yeah, that will definitely get.
I mean, the whole franchise. I mean, look, the merchant in the new game is fucking a big fat ass. So right then and there, it's already over. So I mean,
listen, 100%, it is over.
I mean, it's Capcom's fault. It's really Capcom's fault.
Yeah, this film will be fucking garbage. Maybe the movie
I hope
is
not.
good as a movie.
Hell yeah. Well, we're gonna move the wheels.
Yeah, do it.
Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello, Michael.
Let's go. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. You call in for 4 minutes and I get your call and then you fucking play retard. I'm not doing that, man. Fuck off and die. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Michael. Hello.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Michael? You see that? You seen the fight with Jake Paul? What's his name?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Bro, that shit was funny, bro. It was. I really didn't think that was gonna like. I was hoping that Tyrone was gonna win, but I feel like he got robbed. He totally got robbed for that.
Well, he almost
He,
had
like,
him. He almost had him, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, look-
I told people out
Yeah,
here
you
yesterday that Jake Paul was going to have to fucking, this was going to be the realest fight yet, and it was. Like, he almost got dropped.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You seen him on the ropes, bro? He literally almost got knocked
Well,
out. Bro.
I think after that moment, Tyrone should have pushed harder, but he didn't for some reason. I don't know. Like, because he gave Jake Paul time to recharge through the rounds after that moment, and he should have capitalized on that. So, I mean, if they do a rematch,
Exactly.
I mean, I guess they'll do a rematch, but...
Limit Horizon donated $5
That's crazy,
through
I've seen that
Super
talk,
Chat.
like, he had him
And
right there.
where
it's
in
like
the
he
hell is
stopped,
Barry?
like, as if I hope
Barry's
that
in
this
there.
got paid off. You think it might be? You think it might be
I
paid
don't-
off?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. If it
That
were
was
paid
crazy,
off,
but he
if it
had
were
him
paid
literally
off,
on the
if it
rope.
were paid off, they would have made Jake Paul look way better. You know, because he almost got
You
dropped.
thought his performance was.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was okay,
he
but
did.
like
That-
we've never seen him go 12 rounds like that, or 8 rounds, whatever it was. So I mean, it's just
Fixed Camera Games
Yeah, they were
donated
saying something
5
about
Canadian
like the
dollars
judge
through
like robbed
Super
him or
Chat.
something like that.
They have to
I
make
don't
the
know if they
movie
like do that
trash
on
so they
purpose
can
or
reboot the
what, like
series
trying to
in
like
another
like
5
let the
to
Paul
10
brothers like
years,
get the new
rinse
shot
and
or whatever.
repeat.
But for sure, like the next fight, Jake, if Jake ever, I don't think he's fighting again. They were saying like I don't even think he's fighting again. I think this might be his last fight.
yeah, it sounded like he
it
was
has to
done.
be.
You know, I'd probably do that too. I'd just retire undefeated, 3 or 4-0 or whatever, and just call it a day. Fuck it. You know, because
Oh,
once
yeah,
he
exactly, yeah.
loses, it's over anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Fixed Camera Games.
Man, this movie though, this Resident Evil movie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm thinking about the old Resident Evil movies. They look way like the production value, the casting, everything just looked way better than this. This looks terrible. I
Chaz
don't know. And then
UBCS
that movie
donated
that you talked about that the guy directed, I did see that movie. That
$4.99
movie is
through Super
trash.
Chat.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I have to. It's not about
His
how the characters
character
look. I
has
don't
been
give two
wiped for
fucks.
over 25
I mean, it is a
years.
little ridiculous
It's like
that
they
you
are
know.
going out of their way for inclusion. It's stupid.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
but
not
the
going to be
director,
racist over
he's
here,
terrible.
guys. I mean, Jesus Christ, I know what you guys are hitting at, and it's fucking racist. Okay, we're not doing it. Chaz, hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. I'm not saying you're, but look, I don't give a fuck what the characters look like. They could all be whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the director has made terrible movies before, so there's no reason to believe that this is going to be a different situation. It's really that simple. I mean, and these images are fucking, you know, this isn't what the movie's going to look.
Yeah,
These
you're
aren't
right. It looks
stills
like
from the
a- like a-
fucking
like-
movie. I mean, they're going to shoot close-ups. They're going to shoot blurred backgrounds. It's going to be fucking, you know, it's going to look better on film because it's just totally different.
Yeah, exactly. But that guy, that one movie he directed was terrible. So I can already imagine.
I don't think he's ever made a good movie. I mean, I don't think he's ever made a good movie. So that's the big problem. That's the fucking big problem here. I mean, he's saying all the right stuff on IGN, but, you know, fuck me in the ass. I would be very surprised if, you know, he's going to hit that home run here because he's made some blunders before. But, I mean, if he wants to make a straight-to-DVD movie, then that's fine.
You know, it could turn out okay if it's written by somebody that's competent. It might could turn out okay if they can like work with the director. But he has like more control over the film. It's likely that this
Christopher
is going to be
Carter
a flop.
donated $2 through Super Chat.
But I was gonna say, did you check your Twitter, bro? I had sent you a direct message for about some like art.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I'm not sure.
Shall I retweet you right now or what? So like do it right now so you can see it.
I mean, if you want to.
All right. I'm gonna let you move the wheels though.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna let you move the wheels.
Okay, hell yeah. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, I don't know if anybody told you this before, but you're the human equivalent of a cum shit. A cum rag, fucking idiot.
Let it out.
Nigga,
On the-
nigga.
No, you're not doing that. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Go back to the 4 channel, please. Don't come over here. This isn't 4 channel junior. Hello, you're on the air.
All right, so I gotta admit this. You know, it is what it is, and you know, you might not like it, but the original Resident Evil movies, you know, previous movies before this slot,
Right.
were actually kind of cool and keynote for their time. Look, I get they went off the rails. I get
Right,
they
yeah,
totally
I mean-
deviated from the source material. But as far as like dumb, fun action goes, like I gotta admit, I was kind of enjoying them. I was kind of enjoying them. And look, as silly and dumb as they were, they had way more soul than this slop that we're now seeing.
But those are less about the games than this. I'm going to play
No,
devil's
no,
advocate
it's
out here.
true,
I
yeah.
got to start playing devil's advocate out here because you guys play along too much.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
look, this is closer to the source material than any other Resident Evil movie. I'm pretty sure we can come to that agreement, right?
All right, it's closer to the source material than the previous ones. Sure, I'll give you that much. But as far as like, what are you gonna get more fun out of? You know, I'm gonna be disappointed with either of these Resident Evil films. The previous ones or this one, that's a guarantee. I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, my expectations aren't gonna be met. But at least with the previous Resident Evil films from like, you know, 4, 5, 6 years ago, I'm gonna probably ultimately be more entertained from just the dumb, over the top action that doesn't take itself seriously than this slop, because you know this is a film that is ultimately gonna flop, and it's not gonna, you know, it's gonna try to take itself seriously. It's gonna try to take
Okay,
itself
hold
seriously.
on. Let's go to the Resident Evil Reddit, and I guarantee you these motherfuckers are shilling this. Like, come on, guys. I know we live in this little bubble over here where everything fucking sucks. I don't know where you guys get that from, because I don't believe that. But let's go ahead and see what the damn Reddit looks like here. It's got 600 fucking comments. Let's read the top comments here.
All right. Let's take a look.
Well, it's gonna take me like 10 minutes to pull this up. But when we get it up, we're gonna look at it here.
All right. So then another point, I'll bring this up again. Okay, Resident Evil 6, like the game, the actual game, Resident Evil 6, right? Now, if you turn off your expectations, right, and you know it's gonna be just a dumb action game, right? When you realize that, Resident Evil 6 is actually kind of a cool Kino game.
Well, I mean, I suppose.
It is, and you know
No,
it. You
what
know
do
there's
you mean? I
plenty
can't
of meat on
read
that
this
bone.
shit. It's too small.
There is plenty of meat on that bone. You get, I think, what, four like story plots, 4 different campaign plots with
Well,
different
I've
characters.
never actually tried to. I played the demo, and that was enough. You know.
Yeah. No. I mean,
I couldn't afford the game back then.
Day
Still
one.
can. I mean, fuck you guys. But
Day one with that certified badge. I mean, you're not gonna like it, and I agree with that. But when you just kind of realize, when you just realize, it's like you got a lot of meat on that bone, and the game knows it doesn't take itself serious. And like,
Resident Evil has always been so fucking stupid. It shouldn't be taking itself seriously at all. I mean, the remake. I mean, I guess you can make an exception for that, but that's about it.
No, yeah. So, if we're comparing this movie to the previous ones,
some people are, yeah.
Yeah, ultimately we gotta wait and see how, what it is when it comes out. I'm curious how they're gonna combine 1 and 2. Like, they're gonna combine the first 2 movies into one film, or the first 2 games into one film.
Well, that's actually pretty smart. That's what I did too. I mean, fuck it. Take the mansion shit, because everyone knows about the mansion shit, then take the Resident Evil 2 remake, because that's fresh in everyone's mind still 2 years later, and really just, mesh it together and throw it in the blender.
But, do you think, like, what's this going to be, like a 2-hour length film? You think that's going to be enough time?
Probably,
to, like,
hell no, ain't no fucking 2, hell no, probably a standard hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's just another concern then, because like they're gonna try and stick to the source materials on these things. And look, we get Lisa Trevor, who I don't know, I didn't see like multiple faces sewn on her. She looked pretty like bland and like but they have her in this. I get it, but they're not gonna incorporate enough material from 2 games into 1 hour 30-minute movie. It just I don't see it.
Well, I mean, they did that with the new Friday the 13th movie. Well, it's not new now; it's fucking old as shit. But the remake that came out like 12 years ago or some shit, like they combined the first 4 films. So I mean, it could work. True. I mean, it could work. I think it's a smart thing to do. You don't want to just because you got to throw in the RPD, you got to throw in the mansion, all that shit. I mean, those are iconic. The normies know that shit, right? So just throw it in there.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the timeline? When's this movie come out?
November in theaters only.
Whoa, in theaters only.
Yeah, you ain't watching this shit on no Netflix. What you mean, homie? You gonna have to go to the fucking theater.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I gotta be honest, and like one of the other callers previously said, like, it's hard to be excited for anything. And I totally agree.
Oh, God.
Film, movies,
you
games,
guys are getting me fucking depressed out here. I mean,
okay.
shit, I'm gonna have to start chilling stuff.
What? Hang on. No. I gotta offer
I'm
one
tired
bit of hope. I'm sorry. One bit of hope. It might be a little copium, some might say, but I think there's hope for this all-new upcoming Metal Gear movie.
I don't think that's a thing that exists. No,
yes, it is. The director, I forgot the director's name. He's got a crazy long last name. He did Kong Skull Island, and he's like a diehard like Metal Gear fan. And the movie's been approved. I think he recently just finished the script, and the actor to play as Snake was one of the actors from Star Wars. Who he has kind of the Snake look. I mean, we'll see if he can do the iconic.
Right. Well,
voice
they can just CGI his face anyway these days. I mean, fuck.
That's very true.
I mean, look at that one movie. What's that gangster movie that came out on Netflix with fucking Robert De Niro? They made him look younger. It's all fake these days. I mean, everything's fake. That's what sucks.
Yeah,
they just film these movies in front of a big, well, not this movie probably, but the big Spider-Man movies and shit. That's all fucking. I mean, you can't even tell what's real anymore when you're watching
Little
that.
Fishy
should be fake actors.
Donated $4.99
I see all the movies
through
the
Super
Spider-Man
Chat.
movie. I'm like, this is nothing
looks like a
on the Sam
failure
Raimi,
already.
Tobey
Show
Maguire
needs a
trilogy.
what?
I don't
They
care
should
what
be showing
they say
the
or
Hunters
what
and
universe
Crimson
it is,
Heads.
but Sam Raimi OG trilogy is the most Kino of Kino. Like, you can't, just a little quips of like Sam Raimi just interjecting a little like campiness into the movie.
Enclosure
like
1,440p donated €2 through Super Chat.
I mean,
this
just
is
like
nothing.
games,
Check
these movies are
Netflix,
made to
Wesker's
distract
Daughters.
as much money as possible. That's all it is.
I don't know what that is. Hell yeah, we appreciate it. 1440p. What's Netflix's Western daughter? Whisker daughter. What the fuck did he just say?
Yeah.
Hold on. Netflix Wesker's Daughters. What the fuck is that?
Well, I don't know, but I know.
I thought you guys knew. I mean, y'all come in here, fake Resident Evil fans in here. You guys love this shit.
But I don't know. I just wanted to bring up that little rant that I think the old Resident Evil movies, as far as source material goes,